At the kitchen table by the pepper and the salt, you can begin your adventure where the warm waters halt. No harsh sun, no rain that pours. Do your Forrest Fenn search indoors. It's safer and it goes much faster. It's more fun than playing canasta. If you're wise and you find the blaze, you can play several times in just one day. Chase awfully, the thrill of the chase. Take your journey without ever leaving your place. It's fun for the young, it's fun for the old. Get your title to the gold when your real search for the treasure needs a break. Play Chaseopoly, the thrill of the chase. Chaseopoly, the thrill of the chase.
And we are live on the day after Forrest Fenn's treasure chest was found. Hello, everybody.
Oh, it was announced, not found.
That's true. It was announced. That's a good point, actually. How's the audio? Everybody hear me? Everybody hear Kpro okay? Ray Reddington says the song is awful now. The song is awesome. The song has always been awesome, and the song will always be awesome. Now we should play Chaseopoly, actually. But anyway, talk, Kpro. Let's see how the audio is.
Testing. Hi, everybody. The treasure chest has been found. Dun, da, da, da. Breaking news.
All right. That sound okay for everybody? Davio, are you in here? I don't know if Davio's here or not. All right. Thank you, KT Southwest.
I am checking in with him, and he is fine. I've told him that we've gone live, and if he wants to come in and say hi, he can. Redneck, I am not too loud. I know you're such a liar. I wish you weren't a liar. Okay. Let's see. So I'm going to take the lead a little bit, and Mike is going to man the chat, because I will tell you we're only going an hour today. We're going to just be giving the updates that we have. And like all of our shows, we are going to focus on content for the first 45 minutes. We do have some fun things that we have kind of strategized with, but we want your help on kind of next steps as well. So there is some new information. And yeah, you guys are going to hear some background noise. We still have all the kidlets. And
Breaking news.
wait, super chat, Mike Wood. What?
Thank you. First off, thanks everybody for tuning in. Make sure you thumbs up. Super chat's on. If you have a question that just has to be read aloud and answered, if we can. And yeah, thanks for thumbs up the video. So go ahead, Kpro. I interrupted you.
No, that's okay. Yeah, so super chat and thumbs up. I will say for yesterday's video, it did go really long. I have a little guy with some chonies on back there. We did go like 4 hours. It already has about 9,000 views. And so so let me start at the beginning. Let me find a happy place. Okay, so I think officially we have a lead searcher. Let's see what I did there.
Nice.
Douglas Preston has been in contact with Forrest as well, and he did confirm. 3 audio, or now I'm a little bit too loud. Crocodile Dundee says, oh, we have another super chat. I first discovered the hunt when I stumbled upon Cowlazars' first channel. Love the old coffee cup intro. Thanks. Aww.
Hey, thanks, Madison. We do appreciate that super chat. Thank you very much. And the show will continue on, guys. The vlogs will continue on. We got a lot to talk about with this Forrest Fenn treasure hunt, and we got a lot to talk about with future treasure hunts. So go ahead, Kpro.
Okay, so 3 outlets have picked it up: Santa Fe, San Diego, and the Today Show. So it is official. I'm going to review the main points that are exact quotes, because I want to tell you guys some of the information I do not think is valid. I think it's the Today Show one that says we believe the final solve was associated with a waterfall. That's what they believe, and they're not even searchers. So if it's not in exact quotes, and even the exact quotes sometimes get it wrong, but we're going to hit exact quotes only, and then kind of go from there. So make sure to put an @Kpro or super chat, and I will try to stop and catch it. Mike's going to be catching those as well. But I have a couple pages of notes. and I have been in contact again with Forrest on some information. So hold on, you're muted.
I'm muted. Sorry about that, everybody. We actually have some breaking news. We actually have live audio from the guy who found it.
I can make that much money in 5 seconds.
And he did make that much money in 5 seconds as soon as he opened the lid. All right, sorry. Go ahead, Kpro.
I'm so glad the soundboard's back.
The soundboard's back, everybody. Tomorrow night we're gonna do phone calls. Not tonight. Tomorrow night phone calls. Yes, tomorrow night phone calls. Another super chat from 3D Bronze. What's the news? What the news got something wrong? He's saying sarcastically. Hi, Forrest. All right, go ahead. Give the details
and make sure to send Forrest the link. Send Forrest the link.
Go ahead. Give the details on what we know so
far. Okay. Where is Carter? I talked to Carter, Sean. Earlier today, I don't know. I got about 2. Somebody said I'm well rested. I'm not. I've been consistently on phone calls. I got a few hours sleep.
We were live for 4 hours last night, everybody. It was actually some really good discussion. We have a panel of about 12 people. So if anybody wants to check that out, yes, it's 4 hours and you kind of have to pick your spots, but there was some good discussion.
Well, and then I went on live with Candy after my iPad died. I was on the phone with searchers until the wee hours of the morning. And then it started about 6 a.m. when everything, I think the East Coasters, that's 9. So yeah, but this is the time that you just, did someone find it? Man in the Park said, yes, someone has found it. So let me tell you what we do know, because there's some additional information out. A lot of you guys were here yesterday. So, but we are going to review the official release that's out, and then this additional information that's getting out to the different outlets. So we know that it was a man. We know that the man was from the East Coast. Forrest has confirmed both of those things.
So somebody did point out for me, it doesn't actually say East Coast. It says from back east. Small differentiation, but that's correct, isn't it? He's from back east, whatever that means to you, I don't know. Somebody just said he didn't specifically say East Coast. He said from back east. And I'm like, okay, you're right. From back east.
Sean, I will say, I'm sorry, I cut it short with Carter. Carter is at home. He did not go boots on the ground. He says he wishes he was the one that found it. He is not. I have some updates on Cynthia and Sunshine as well, because a lot of people thought it was a little bit interesting. Yeah, how far east? The far east? Is that MEH? Okay.
The far east. That's hilarious.
Okay, so Forrest has said he doesn't want his name out, and then he put in the other outlet, he is shy and doesn't want his name out.
Yeah, he's
shy. I don't know, maybe he's shy.
Low. Oh, sorry.
And he doesn't want his name will not be affiliated, it seems, at least at this point. So Forrest released yesterday that it was found a few days ago, and then he was the finder, well, that's what we'll call him. The finder contacted Forrest via email, and then Forrest asked him to send pictures, and those pictures were provided yesterday. I don't know if it was the day before or the day of, or I don't know how quickly he put that out. Like, did he get it?
I would have to say this was the shock of Forrest's life. He probably gets a bunch of emails of people that says, hey, I found it. And when Forrest says, well, prove it. Now, this guy may have had the keywords. Remember, Forrest says he scans his emails for certain words. This guy may have had that. In other words, he was in the right area. Hey, Forrest, I'm here and I found your treasure chest. So then Forrest says, show me some proof. And when he emails back the picture of the chest, I'm assuming where it was. I mean, that had to be quite a shock for Forrest.
Yep. Okay. So he said, send the pic. Forrest got it. He got it via email, and he put out the announcement, and the rest is history. So I know a lot of people are pushing for when is everything coming out. So this is a little bit of information I've gotten, and some things that I've gotten directly enough that, yeah, shock is right. Forrest has said he is half glad and half sad. I think that kind of puts it perfectly with me and you and all of you. Some people are really happy, some people are really sad, but I think most people are mixed emotions, half happy, half sad. He has said he said this to a news outlet, and I've corresponded with him. He's not putting too much information out right now. He has said that he is going to be putting out the pictures in the next day or two. Today is day 1, tomorrow is day 2. But I believe we are all but upon those pictures.
And again, any info will be in the vlog, Cowlazars channel, The Hint of Riches channel, the Hint of Riches forum. You can go to www.hintofriches.com, and also the Forrest Fenn's Grand Adventure on Facebook. All the info will be out there. So,
Yeah, Mike, I'd like you to bring up the release, the initial release.
from Dale's blog?
Yes.
Okay.
So right now, I believe it is not national. It's not on the PR wire yet. I believe it will be. It'll be on the national news wire, and everybody will pick it up. And so today's show is the first. Okay. So I think some people have really focused on so I think everybody's right now in where I don't care much except for where was it solved. Jason Eunice, hope they tell us some closure on our solves. Thank you, Jason Eunice.
Thank you for that super chat. And yeah, they really have to tell us at least where it was. I hope somebody at Forrest or somebody else explains the clues, but they at least I would hope that somebody has to tell us where this thing was found.
Well, and I have a little bit of information on that once we get to that part. Okay. So far,
Forrest Fenn said it's over. Instead of Forrest Fenn said what?
I do not know the person who found it. But the poem in my book led them to the precise spot. So I believe, I haven't clarified, but I believe that and so Joel took your side. Mike believes that means he doesn't know who. It's just kind of an anonymous person that sent him, maybe from just a random email, right?
Yes, I take that to mean he's never met the person. It's not somebody he can put a face to. It's not a YouTuber. You know what I mean? It's nobody he met at Fembury. It is a name that is unknown to him. That's how I took it. He doesn't know the person.
Yeah. And then I congratulate the thousands of people who participate in the search and hope they will continue to be drawn by the promise of other discoveries. Some people believe, what does that mean? Does that mean he's going to be putting something out? I believe that there is going to be some information that is going to be given out. Gosh darn it. Hold on one second. I had a TV turned up right before they walked out of the room. So hold on just a minute. Mike, you go ahead.
Okay. And then the promise of other discoveries, I just wonder if that also relates to the location in some way. There's a story with the interview we did with Forrest. You guys have seen it. If you haven't, go on the Cowlazars channel and look up the interview we did with Forrest and Douglas Preston. And he says there's a story and he thinks it's significant, but he's leaving that up to the finder if he wants to put it out there. Now, to me, what that means is there's something to do with Forrest in this location. Maybe that's why he's umbilically attached. There's a story there. Something in the treasure chest. There's a story, but he's leaving it up to the finder. And maybe that's why he's waiting to share all this, is him and the finder have got to talk. Maybe the finder wants to fly out and actually meet with Forrest. I don't know if Forrest would do that because of, the coronavirus and all those types of things. But a lot of people said, how can Forrest just say it's found and not give any other info? It's a horrible thing to do. There might be reasons. There might be legitimate reasons for that. We just have to wait and see. I trust Forrest. Forrest does the things he does for a certain reason. And until I hear the solution, until I hear what's going on and we have the whole picture, I'm not gonna complain.
Yeah, well, so right now, okay, wait, pictures in the next day or two. This is my recommendation. Please do not email Forrest with your solves. Right now, I have over 200 people that have emailed me their solves, and I think that's great. It was a little overwhelming to me to get that many by morning. It's been a lot. I can only imagine what he's getting. He is trying to deal with press, and he is trying to deal with the Pandora's box that has opened. So I also have now had 3. One came in the last few minutes.
And there's a million questions. We all know that, but don't email it to Forrest. Forrest will answer those questions if he chooses to in a very public way. He's not going to respond to your email and tell you what state it's in. I mean, it's just not going to happen. Super chat. Thank you, Rooster Cogburn. And thank you for the one last night. I saw it. I don't know if I mentioned it. I believe that we deserve the solve from Forrest. How do we know that he didn't have the treasure retrieved? Accountability is necessary.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess that's a valid point.
It's a valid point, but I think you all need to know right now there is already one lawsuit underway. There is already a particular hate forum that has already started with the hate. So I think there needs to be some purposeful I appreciate what he could have done is waited 30 days, not said anything, everybody and get all of his ducks exactly in a row, announced it all at once. What he did was focus on, this is my opinion, focuses on the community and says, okay, I wanted it out immediately so people don't waste money and don't waste resources, but he needs to respect the finder and his own legal situation, because unfortunately, some people are really nasty negative and they're already going there. I already know about one lawsuit, and I already see all the spewing hate on the hate site that's out there.
And it's no wonder that the finder wants to be anonymous. He says he's shy, but I'm sure what that means is I don't want to deal with these crazy people. You know what I mean? We know that
Right.
there's some crazy people in the chase. Dennis Schultz has got a good comment.
What's that?
He says, if I can find it, he says that Forrest wanted people to know, so they did not search anymore. In other words, like I say, there's a million things to work out. That still has to be done, in my opinion. But Forrest, at least at 8 p.m. on a Saturday, wanted to at least let everybody know, hey, it's been found. There's somebody that just emailed me this morning and said, I got up ready to go boots on the ground. I heard the news, and now I canceled my trip. And that's exactly what Forrest wanted. He did not want people out there thinking they could find something that's already been found. So I appreciate
Right.
that Forrest did it the way he did, just to get let people know it's been found. We'll get to the details and all that later on.
Right. And in my opinion, again, this is only my opinion, this wasn't purposeful in how he announced it. Jenny didn't even have it up till this morning. Jenny and Dale would have had it almost immediately up. I think this was, let's get this quickly out. So let's at least give the man that has given us this adventure a little bit of time to get ducks in a row, especially for a finder that he doesn't seem to have known. I don't have a lot of information on that yet, as much, or I just have as much as you do. Dale's site is down. That is getting so many hit. From what I have been told, that is because of the amount of hits that are hitting his
It's
site.
back up now, but like I just showed, yeah.
But it'll go up and down based
right.
on when this hits national news. Yeah. Convince Forrest Fenn not to reveal the location and turn it into a geocache type of thing. Okay, I believe Maui Bob, I believe that's going to be up to the finder. And the reason I believe that is Forrest told us that during the interview. He's going to respect the finder's wishes. Think about if you're the finder right now and you just emailed Forrest on Saturday with the picture and you've had it a day, you might, I think you're past the nostalgia of I found it and you're going, oh gosh, now what? Lawyers are involved, IRS is involved, your safety is involved. Where do you store it? Some of us have really thought through that. If the finder, if anybody wants to go over that piece, maybe that's what we make some focus of some of the shows. Okay. I don't see. Yeah, so the Grizzlies were out. Annie was talking about the Grizzlies and the elk attack, and all of that. So, I think he went safety first and got information out before all the ducks were in a row. The Today Show didn't put out the first release on this. I would have thought the Today Show would have. So yes, Pandora's box. That's actually my next line. And Fantastic says, Pandora's box is open.
A couple people are asking the same question, and I thought you mentioned it, but a lot of people are saying if the finder didn't send a photo, how would Forrest know? He did send a photo, right? He sent a photo of, I'm assuming of the chest, but we don't know what was contained in that photograph. But that is how Forrest knows. In fact, it was found. There was a photograph that was sent. So just so everybody knows, that's how Forrest knows it was found. And, it came out at 8 p.m. our time Saturday night. What is that, 10 p.m. Forrest time?
No, 9
PM,
1 hour later.
11 p.m. Eastern time. I mean, Forrest could have waited till Monday morning and did a big press conference with the news reporters and all that, but he did it right away. As far as I'm concerned, he, as soon as he got that confirmation email, I'm assuming it was Saturday night, he sent it out to Kpro and others saying it's been found. Get the word out. Let people know. And there's an interesting thing about the date that it's been found. You want to go into that or later?
Yeah, no, you go into that now.
So this was on Reddit, so I'm not taking.
Hold on 1 second. If you have questions, put at Kpro. I'll start accumulating questions. This was kind of interesting that Mike had seen, and so he can focus on that for a minute.
So this is interesting. This was on Reddit. I read it there this morning. I get it, Reddit. Back. So inside joke. What they said is that Forrest released that it's been found on June 6th, right? He says it was found a couple of days earlier, I think. Is that what the quote was? But in the Thrill of the Chase, on the picture of the treasure chest, wow, I can't even make it out. Actually, here, the mine's out of the book. On the picture of the treasure chest, if you look at the postmark, there's a date on that postmark. And the date is June. Is it June 5th? I can't make it out on mine. I believe it's June 5th. So basically, he announced one day after the postmark that was on the picture of the treasure chest that it's been found. So they were almost like, wow, did that predetermine when the treasure chest was going to be found? Did the person actually find it on Friday, June 5th? And I know a lot of people with their sun and solstice theories, you know, the blaze is something you use as shadow. So does that mean June 5th was the day that it was supposed to be found if you were to use the blaze and the sun in some kind of combination? Just an interesting thing that he announced it on June 6th and the postmark said June 5. Or is it June 4? Somebody look at that because I can't make mine out. I don't know if mine's faded or what. I can't tell what date's on there, but just I thought it was pretty cool. Somebody posted that on Reddit. M. Smith says, do you guys care if I put the location in the chat room? You can put, you can put the location where you guys think it was. That's not a problem, of course.
Yeah, well, and that's so
there for you guys to talk.
Mike actually woke up to a lot of emails too, and I have over 200 right now. So here's the one thing that I will tell you. I think it's great if you want to get either of us the information, just to say when it comes out, you know that I was the closest. At this point, we're not going to talk through solves. I think Mike talked a little bit. I've talked a little bit with right now. I believe that we're going to have enough information to know eventually. Who I don't know if the exact spot, but I believe at least the state is going to be coming out very soon. And so I would say anybody that wants to send their solve, that's okay, but we're not going to talk through them. I probably won't even be responding because there's so many to get through right now. So I'm more focusing on kind of what now and what is the solve and what is the information, and be respectful of the finder as well. So there was a couple questions. Big Sky said, was it announced on Thor like Forrest said? Forrest did email me. I was in a poker game, and I want to say I appreciate it because that was what he said. We went live as soon as I saw the email, and that was a few minutes in. And so he did notify me, and then he notified everyone else. We did get live before it really kind of got out there. So I think a lot of people were in shock. But yes, so Big Sky, he held true. Someone else said, what if the location has archaeological significance? I think it might. So I think there's a story here, like Forrest said. Didn't Forrest always say he doesn't do anything for longer than 10 or 15 years? I think it's 15, and he did say that. So what is the hate site's name? Doesn't matter. It's generic hate site of vile people. So that's, I'm not promoting them. Mark Hughes says Wyoming. I believe that as well. Oh, Little Chunky Treasure Hunt. Just wanted to say thanks for all your content and everything you two do for the chase. Wow. Can you hit the little yay?
Oh, I didn't even see it.
Oh yeah.
Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
$30 super chat. Little Chunky Treasure Hunter. Reminds me of the Goonies, right? Yeah, thank you. Thank you for watching, and thank you for the super chat. And there's more treasure hunts coming, guys. It's not over. The treasure hunt of Forrest Fenn may be over, but the community continues on.
So right to brand says it was in Arizona. If I were guessing, I don't think you're correct, but I also don't know. Yeah. Okay. So that's everything that I saw in chat up to this point. So let's go now over, we went over the release, we went over, okay, next page. Believe the story. Okay, so a lot of people are saying that this is where they believe theirs are. We're not going to do shows on those at this point. A lot of people are asking, can I come on your show and walk through my solve? If you are, I have had 3 people tell me they are the finder. They've already been in contact with Forrest, and they're working with the media right now. Yeah. And if I would contact them, contact Mike. We don't want to make it difficult, but I also don't want to spend hours in not all 3 of you can be the person working with Forrest right now. So I would appreciate you contacting Cowlazars at cowlazars@gmail.com. And if you work with him to say, yes, you are, I want to support if the actual finder is reaching out to us. I cannot support someone who believes that it's them, but it's not really them, or just shenanigans.
Yeah, we can't, I have a bunch of emails I've not gone through yet. I will go through them. Thank you for everybody's emails. But if somebody says I'm the one who found it, you have to send us proof. We're not going to call you. We're not going to email you back and go, really, where was it? Because we're getting so many of those emails. I don't know how you prove it to us. Another super chat from Evan Hartman. I bend a little. Missing D combines Ben and Wise for the direction. Bend Wise, just saying. Thank you for that super chat. And to circle back to the postmark, I think it was Richard McKeever said he thought it was July. I just looked up a high resolution picture of the postmark on the picture of the treasure chest. It is, in fact, June 5th, which is Friday. Kind of interesting. Coincidence? Or is it? We'll find out. We'll break it here when we find out from the person who found it, if we ever talk to them.
Did Forrest say, this is from Brit Chaser, did Forrest say that the finder has asked for the solve to be held back for the time being? No, I don't have that information. I have the information that he needs a little bit of time, and that the person who solved it, or the person who has the chest, does not want his name disclosed. It is a man back east. I took that as East Coast, but that doesn't mean that.
China, obviously.
Yeah.
No, that'd be Far East. Okay, back east. Back east to me is what? Ohio and over, maybe? Michigan, Ohio, and then over to the east. I don't know. We can all guess, but we'll figure it out one day, I hope.
Yeah. Shoni says, what are you and Mike expecting from Forrest as a timeline here? You know him better than most of us. Mike, what do you think?
Forrest will put it out on his own time frame. I know he's probably looking to do it sooner rather than later. I hope tomorrow we get something. And it may be that Forrest is waiting to do pictures and all that for Monday morning when the press can be notified and all that stuff. Saturday, the weekend, the Saturday night release was, hey, treasure hunters that are boots on the ground are going to, it's been found. Now, Monday, when everything is open news-wise, I'll put out the official picture or whatever. That's my own personal thought. What do you think, Kpro?
I agree. I believe the pictures, because a lot of people are just wanting to know if it's actually been solved, and they're done. And I think that will appease many. There's a lot of us that have been focused at a different level on this hunt, and we want something more. We want the state, we want WWWH, we want something more. I think that will come in the next month, in my opinion, because I think lawyers' offices aren't even going to be open till Monday.
Right.
Yeah,
and
that's
a lot of searchers, they also want to know.
Did I do good, Daddy?
They just want to know how close they were. Soundboard's back, everybody. But yeah, they want vindication. Was I in the right state? Did I have the right where warm waters halt? Was my home of Brown correct, or was I totally off? The problem is 99.9% of us are going to be totally, totally off. And you guys, you just have to accept that. There's going to be those out there that when the solution comes out are still not going to believe it. I still think I was right, even though I was in the wrong state. I guess that's normal. As long as you don't do something crazy like a lawsuit, that's just unbelievable to me. But yeah, we'll work through it together. That's why we and the other YouTube channels are providing a forum for the searchers to come together and discuss this, and we'll get through it. For some people, I think this is like a traumatic event that it's been found, and that it's possible that they've spent the last however many years, money, blood, sweat, tears, and they were totally wrong. They were totally in the wrong area. But that's how these treasure hunts work. And if you're one of those people, you've lost sight of the fact that it's the thrill of the chase. The journey is what it was supposed to be about, not so much the treasure chest.
Well, and I don't know what to call it, but I think the rooster has changed in definition. It is now not I have it solved, I'm going to get it. It is I just got someone just scooped it up in my exact spot, and now they're willing to share their exact spot.
I've already heard from a couple searchers that the toe-to-toe contest on Dale's website meant that it was a foot race. There were two people, the two pairs of feet, that there were two people that were in the right area. This person got there first, but that's what that was, to try to tell somebody you're there and there's somebody else right behind you or whatever. That's just conjecture at this point, but. Must Listen Good says it could have started in one state where warm waters halt and ended up in another one. That's possible. The clues could transverse the 4 states in the search area. That is true. That's possible. Yeah, and then we've got some fun things we're going to do at the end of the show tonight. We're going to talk about. So make sure you guys stay tuned for a couple.
Yeah. So I have just a couple more things on the actual updates on the Forrest Fenn portion and the Forrest Fenn hunt. Many people are saying that Sunshine and Cynthia were together is just too suspect, and she seemed okay. Yesterday, it was like, they had it. They're counting out the coins. I will tell you, Cynthia's not going to be making public statements. I'm surprised she came on for as long as she did. Sunshine was actually out boots on the ground yesterday, happened to stop by her house. They were talking through him going right back out today. And they got this information just like the rest of us. I can tell you, if I know Cynthia, and I feel like I do, I don't know Sunshine, but I know Cynthia well enough. Cynthia is going through her own process, and she is not delighted about any of this. She is not smitten. She is not anything. She's going through a process. I can tell you, I do not believe she is the one that has it. Because quite honestly, if you believe that there was a treasure chest out there, you'd believe Forrest that the man was from the East, whatever the East is to all of you.
Let me pose this little conspiracy theory for everybody. Cynthia and Smell the Sunshine did not find it. The reason we know they didn't find it is because Forrest said they did not know the searcher. What he's telling us is it's none of the famous people that he knows. Or if a famous searcher did find it and said, Forrest, I don't want anybody to know, would Forrest say that to try and throw the direction off?
So is Forrest a liar?
Well, is it lying, or is it just bending the truth a little so that the person who really does want to remain anonymous can be anonymous?
Because this isn't as okay. I see what you're saying.
So
No,
if you found it, Kpro, and you're like, Forrest, I found it. I absolutely do not want anybody to know that it's me because of the hassles. Would Forrest come out and say it's been found? I don't know the searcher, just so people are not going to look into all the YouTubers, all the forum people. I don't know. It's just like I say, it's a conspiracy theory. Actually, I believe Forrest when he says it was a man from the East. I'm sure that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, and Brit Chaser, I wonder if Forrest Fenn is still being cryptic, if you've been wise man from the East, meaning Brit Chaser. No, I don't. I'd simplify, guys. It's found. It's a man from the East Coast. I know he didn't say coast, but that's how I take it. That's it. And he doesn't know the person well enough. Like if Cynthia found it, she'd be dripping in the bracelet would be there. There'd be pictures. I don't know. I think this is much more simple. It's over. We all might be in disbelief. I was last night and a little bit this morning. I have talked to Forrest enough, and I've talked to a few enough, and it's hit the press now. Forrest would not. I just don't think Forrest would do that. Jimmy Fast says Toby is from the East Coast. I don't think that as well, personally, because Forrest knows Toby. If Toby emailed him, yeah. So, okay. Any other questions before I jump into the second portion? Because
second portion.
well, which will be kind of the non-chase specific chase related, because people are saying, what now? What hunts can we work on? What can we do? All of that. Hold on 1 second.
And there's some fun things that we're going to do that are chase related. So you guys are going to want to listen up, in my opinion.
Okay, so Big Sky says, any more details on Shadowcaster? Is he okay? Any more details on what happened? Yeah, I did correspond with him yesterday. And I think he's okay, but I don't think he's, he got attacked by an elk. I mean, how good can you be doing? Anyway, I think he's okay, like everyone else. I haven't talked to him about what he thinks about all this, but yeah. Will Forrest be on today? Mark Hughes on our channel? No. I don't even think he has the equipment set up to do that. Yeah.
People are saying Jenny Kyle's from the East. Illinois Ghost is from the East. But Forrest said he didn't know the searcher, unless you're going to go with my conspiracy theory that he's saying that to protect somebody. But if you believe what Forrest said in the release, he does not know the searcher. That rules out Jenny Kyle, Illinois Ghost, and anybody else that's well known. If you guys know him, Forrest knows him, is the way I look at it, because he watches the videos, he reads some of the forums and things. So if it's somebody that's just anonymous. I got an email for today from somebody that said, I've been watching for years. I've never made one comment on a forum, never made one comment on videos. I've been a lurker, but I've been watching for years. And that seems to me that that's the kind of person that actually found this thing.
Yeah. And Steven says, I feel like we're all a family. We have spent so many nights watching you, Toby, Shelly, Cal, Carson, Connor, and Candy. We enjoyed this so much. And okay, so let me segue into two things. Because I think you're right. And I don't think this is why Mike always talks about the amusement park of searches, of the different hunts that are out there. So the first thing is, we can't put a bookend on this and close this chapter until we know more. We know that's coming in the coming days. Mike and I have talked, and this came from an idea from somebody last night, and I'm sorry, whoever said it.
Got it, Richard. Okay.
We would like to do no more than a 15-second clip. If you want to send that clip to Mike at cowlazars@gmail.com of, thank you, Forrest, this was what your search meant to me. You made dreams happen, or whatever your 10 to 15-second video. Mike will take the time and clip all of those together. Do not go over 15 seconds. I would say don't go over 10, but don't go over 15 seconds or we will just cut it off at the 15-second mark.
Yeah.
If you would like to do that, send it to Mike. You don't have to have your face on. You can have a logo. You could have your picture of your WWWH. You can have anything you want. So it could be an audio with a picture.
It's not about your solve, guys. This is not a solution-based video. This is about thanking Forrest and any message you want to give to Forrest.
Yeah. So Mike's going to clip all of those together, and then we are going to present that to Forrest.
We'll upload it on YouTube so everybody
Yeah.
can watch it. Yeah. So remember, what you're sending will be public, and we will upload it on the channel. Everybody can see it, but I will send the link to Forrest so he can watch your personalized message to him. So let's leave that open for what, 7 days? What do you think?
Yes,
People
because
to
we
do
have
that?
some other stuff happening.
So till next Sunday. Next Sunday, you send me that little video clip. I will put them all together. We'll upload it, and yeah.
Hey, Mike,
Sure.
that video game behind you, can you shut it off? There's nobody. Oh, is he playing it? Oh, I didn't know he was playing it. I couldn't see him from my angle.
Okay.
And then Roger is asking about Chaseopolis. We do have some updates on that as well, but we wanted to get over this part first because I have had quite a few questions about, can I buy a Chaseopolis still? It's going to be a collector's item, and lots of questions about the coins. More questions about the coins than Chaseopolis.
So here's a question for everybody in the chat, just not to cut you off, Kpro. The coins, you know, there were 1,000 of the bronze. There were 50 numbered coins of the silver, not bronze and silver, but those are the color. Do you think those go up in value now the treasure chest has been found, or do you think they go down in value now that the treasure chest has been found? I know what my opinion is. I was just wondering what you guys think. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, and lots of people are talking about the beacon star. We're going to talk about that in a minute. So here's what we're doing. We have more availability of Chaseopolis than we do coins. We want to kind of make something accessible to everybody, but here, so we're going to move from that portion. If you do have questions about anything that's happening right now, Chase related, we're going to go into kind of the fun stuff, if you will, and what we do next. So we are going to discount the Chaseopolis. We want to get them out. If you want a Chaseopolis, we're going to put them at $29.99. chaseopoly@gmail.com. If you order in the next 7 days, for every 10 orders, we are going to have we don't have any of the non-numbered. So we're going to have a numbered coin that we will be putting with it, as we will randomly draw from each 10 that are ordered. We will draw one out and you will get a coin with it. These are the numbered coins, which it's funny because the non-numbered coins, there's actually less of them, but people really like the numbered coins. That's all we have left. It's out of our personal collection. And we will do that up to 6 because we're saving a couple of the others for a few of the contests, because we really wanted to put a few out to the community in general. So here is this. So that's the first thing. So Chaseopoly, $29.99 for the next 7 days. And then we will do a drawing. The second
says we should have the finder sign the Chaseopoly. The person that found the treasure chest.
We do have the one signed by Forrest, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, that's not going to be for sale though.
Yeah.
Okay, so just to recap, Chaseopoly, $29.99 plus shipping and handling. You email me at chaseopoly@gmail.com. Tell me where the address is. You need it shipped. I'll let you know what the shipping and handling is. I already have the boxes lined up. For the next 7 days till Sunday at noon. Sunday next week, Sunday the 13th. Sunday the 13th at noon Pacific time. Anybody that orders between now and then, for every 10 orders, I will put in a numbered coin. We will randomly pull names for those numbered coins. When you get the Chaseopoly, it'll be like Willy Wonka's golden ticket. When you get the Chaseopoly, you open it up. You see if the coin is in your Chaseopoly.
Can you put the email in the chat box? Is
Yes,
what
I
Amy
did.
asked.
Chaseopoly@gmail.com.
Sam just asked if Justin, have we heard from Justin? He was in the chat last night.
Yep.
He is not from the East that I am aware of. I know where he is from, but I don't want to say because I don't know if he has put that out there.
KJ thinks we should up the price on Chaseopoly. He says it's an antique now. I think he means collectible. I agree with you.
Several people have asked that.
Number, and there will never be any more made, but we're not going to do that.
But that's not what it's about. Right. Several people said, I will pay more. Can I get priority? We have plenty left. We don't have plenty left of the coins. So no, we are just like the maps. We could have charged a lot more. That's not what this is about. So this might be your way to, this is your closing part of your chapter. We are not going to
It's a souvenir
increase.
of the hunt. You know, you show
Right.
your kids someday. Look, guys, this board game is what your father, grandfather, mother, grandmother, whoever worked on. You know, and was close. What if you were in the right area but missed it? I mean, it's just it's a souvenir. It's something that you can have if you want to.
Now this one is just going to be fun. So here's the second thing we're doing. We're going to pull one of the coins out, and at the end of this show, we want you to go and put a comment. We want you to put which of the 4 search states you believe the finder, when it comes out. I do believe the search state is going to be out. I have my own reasons for thinking that, but they're pretty valid in my opinion. So go right now, or you can't go right now until after this is over, but after this is over, go in and just put Colorado, New Mexico, whichever state. And some of you think it's still in Texas or Idaho. Great, put that and you have no chance. But and we are going to take all of them. Let's say it comes out that it's in Colorado. We're going to take all the comments that say Colorado, and we are going to randomly pick one and give away a coin. This is just fun. Oh no, not right now, guys. Not right now. You're going to have to
chat. Sorry.
Love you guys. No, after, you're going to need to put a comment in the actual
on the video,
because some people are going to watch this later. So
well,
yeah,
you guys done going live, and the video is there where you can comment on it, not in the chat, but a comment down below. You put your state. When the correct state comes out, we take all the people that had the correct state. We will randomly pick one live on a future show. They will get a numbered coin. 3D Bronze with the super chat. Would love to trade a treasure chest coin bank plus 50 for a numbered bronze searcher coin. If any, did you mean plus $50? Plus 50. So 3D Bronze is putting it out there. And actually, let me show. This is what 3D Bronze does, everybody. Look how awesome this is. It's a replica of the treasure chest. You open it up, and there is your Forrest Fenn searcher coin. This is number 777, which I will always keep because that is my birthday. And guess what, everybody? This is the only number 777 in the entire world. So we are going to give away numbered coins, whether it be silver or whether it be bronze. We're going to give them away based on who buys the Chaseopolis. We're going to do giveaways. We may sell a couple. We don't know yet. We'll get there. But
well, and Big Sky says, why aren't the coins going to more treasure hunts? There are. We have only a few left, but this will get at least 5, 6 of them out. We're down to our final 10. We believe that there is going to be interest in some treasure hunts. That's coming up in my list. I'm trying to get there. But Big Sky, there is going to be some. So to be clear, to make sure, after this video is over, go in the comment section and put in the comment what state you believe it's in. When you do that, we will do a drawing once that information's out. I believe that information will be out, and it will be out pretty timely. Rowdy, can you verify with Forrest the finder is not rehiding the chest or leaving something for second place? I can try. I don't think he is going to be putting out information until the finder is ready, and I am thinking the finder is not ready yet, but maybe. Will you guys stop selling items down? No, it's called America, and we have a business, and if
run out at some point, we're going to run out, but we'll have other items. I'm sure we'll sell. Yeah, that's our
choice. No, it's one of our trolls. So and you know what? I'll leave you in today, but if you don't believe in free economies, move out of the, anyway. Okay, Chasing Indy, how do you order it via email? Go to chaseopoly@gmail or email chaseopoly@gmail.com. Mike gets that, and we will walk through that.
Yeah, and I will talk to everybody and get you back. You're in. In other words, if you emailed me saying you want to buy one, you're in. You just have to send the money by next Sunday. I will let you know how much shipping is. Send your address where you want it shipped. Super chat from Jason Eunice. Think F planned wild private managed land part. So in other words, I guess he's saying, did he really plan it out as far as what type of land it was on? Or did he already
he had to
location and he just says, I'm going to make it work no matter
It's going to be interesting to know.
Find out. Yeah.
Annie says Copper Dan art should shoot up now. Yeah, I have a few pieces. I think that's going to be awesome.
I have one at the UPS store. Dan, I didn't make it down there. I will get it Monday. If it is, in fact, that copper piece, I will show it on Monday's show for sure.
Deborah is asking, can we comment on more than one state? No, if you say all 4 states, then you would obviously be in. Right. So whichever state you say first, and delete your other comments if you change your mind. But no, only one state. That's a good point.
So they also have 7 days to comment. So next Sunday at noon, did we give it the deadline for that or no? The comment on this video for randomly for the state?
Yeah, I thought we both went over it. What was the question?
What's the deadline for them to comment on this video?
I think because if the search state isn't announced, it's going to be at the point of the announcement.
So gotcha. I understand. So
Yeah,
what we
because
do
it's
is make sure nobody posts after it's announced to try and get in there.
well, they can, but they won't be in the drawing portion.
So I would say, well, how about we make it easy? Why don't we just say 24 hours from now? In other words, you have 24 hours from this time to comment on the video.
Okay,
Let's
sure.
not wait until they put it up.
Sure.
So 2 p.m. tomorrow, everybody. You have until 2 p.m. tomorrow Pacific to comment what state, and then I'm gonna disable the comments or however.
Okay. Oh, we're now being told we need to include a chase coin with every single Chaseopoly. One, we don't have enough of that, and two, you're dumb. I'm sorry.
I don't
Just
see it. Who put that?
it's that MI World guide. That's the one that said stop selling stuff. It's
I
like,
got it.
how dumb can a person be? Okay, Kpro and Mark are involved with Fenn
anything
along with Dale and
involved.
Cynthia. Watch now. My comments disappear. I don't even. Okay, so our trolls are here, which is fine.
Wrong way, Oregon. Is there a guess as to when February may take place and where?
Oh, let
Did you
me.
reach out to Jamie? Yeah,
I
Jamie
did.
was kind of planning it, and then it got postponed because of the coronavirus. I don't have that clip ready. And then, yeah, we definitely going to do a meetup, guys, of some kind. It may be February. It may be something else. It may be a searcher meetup at the location where it was found. We don't. So we don't know.
So I think the first question is Jamie is kind of the leader of that that event. So I've reached out to Jamie to say people want to. I think it'd be great this summer to get everybody together. If we know the location, that's where I think we should do it. But New Mexico as well, if Forrest wants to attend. So I've reached out to her. I'm waiting to hear back. But we'll definitely have more information. Wrong way. Annie wants to know where to send the information for the 10 to 15 second clip. People are killing me. That's going to be at Cowlazars@gmail.com.
You email me the clip. So in other words, you have to attach it to the email. That's why it can only be 10 seconds, everybody. It's got to be short so you can send it because I have to get them all together and then upload them. And it'll be a whole process, but I will get it done.
And Deborah brings up a good point. Some people have more than one name. I know they do. We can't really get around that. So that's why there's a little bit of randomness. It's not everybody. So there will be a drawing. That's the best way we thought it would be simple to do. We were going to make everybody register on Thor, but we have so many more people involved that are on Thor right now. So
the other thing, as far as the coin, you guys checked eBay. None of the coins are on eBay anymore. As soon as the chest was found, I believe they pulled them off of eBay. So I think the value goes up. There is no more coins.
It's interesting. No, there's none. We checked this morning. That's interesting.
Other than somebody has 2 books and 2 coins, but I think they want like $1,500 for all that. And yeah, good luck with that one.
Wildcatter says, I haven't played my Chaseopoly yet. Was saving it for when I found the chest. Guess I'm cracking that baby open now. I like it. Can you ask Forrest if he will be putting out an annotated version of his book explaining the hints? Yeah, I can. You know what? I'll make a list of questions for Forrest.
Try and get some answers for everybody. Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Jonesy and Lucky saying nice things and how much we are awesome, which is great. Thank you, because it offsets the poopy poopersons in the room. Good job. Do we know the state? Denise, I do not know the state that it was founded at this point. But I do believe it will be out. So, but I do not know it. I do not have any inside information other than I've been corresponding with Forrest of when do you think things are coming out? Kind of how this PR portion is going to be going, not from a tell me the solution or tell me the state. Anything I get, I will be sharing with the community. So, yeah. Anything, Robert, anything new since last night? So yeah, Jason Jarvis says, looks like no frog for you. How do you know that? Maybe that person, that's what we're holding off for. Mike, you have a package at your UPS store.
Hey, what if it was actually something from the chest?
And it says, Kpro, here's your frog. I can dream.
Right. I hope the finder's actually watching. And I do think to Forrest Fenn, if you're watching, I did send Forrest the link to this video today. The search community does need closure on this. They need to know where it was found. And I think they need a basic explanation of the clues, in my opinion. That's the finder can be anonymous. The finder will never know. That's fine if that's what the finder chooses. But I really think the search community needs some closure. They need to know where. They need to know what each of the 9 clues meant. And for me personally, I need to know what the word that is key was and how it was supposed to help us. And I want to know if try the wheel was intentional or not. But there'll be, like I said, there's a million questions. I bet you Forrest is going through all this in his mind, like kind of, figuring out how.
Oh, and having the 200 emails.
Yeah, that's gotta. If you got 200, I bet Forrest has 2,000.
Exactly.
Man,
Okay, so what are we going to be focusing on now, Maui Bob? In just a second, I will go over that. But somebody asked about the documentary. I'm meeting with the documentarian later this evening because I think this has changed the project. I don't think it has eliminated the project. And there's some reasons I think that, and some of the information that we have and clips and things that I think this could be the beginning of rather than the end of. Okay.
Well, Samuel Bell, well said.
So let's go over really quick before we get to the final part, which is what is the next hunt, because there's several things that are happening and oddly timed. And Mike, I don't know if you saw your email. The one person has sent us an email that I think is going to be even bigger, or not bigger, but just different. Yeah. So it is.
We'll have a show that goes over solves and that kind of stuff. If we know it, if we don't know the actual solve, we'll see who was close. Everybody's been emailing us their solves. Well, when the real one comes out, I'm going to go through those emails, and whoever was close, we're going to talk to them. We want you to come on the show and discuss how you got to that location. But that'll be down the road.
So Tracy is starting her own YouTube, or his or her own YouTube channel to share a lot of interesting things about Kpro, Mike, Cynthia, and Forrest. You don't want to miss it. Trust me. Oh, okay. Great, Tracy. Yeah, haven't you realized the finder wants nothing to do with you or Mike? Okay, that's number 3.
How do you know that? It's crazy how you know that.
Yeah, bye-bye. Sugar pie and bye-bye. Okay, now I'm getting to the portion of I'm kind of over you guys.
Jana, I love you, but I do not understand your music connections. Like we talked about it last night a little bit, and I'm lost on that stuff. Like Try the Wheel gets you to the end equals the Beatles. I would be very surprised if that's part of the solution, because I just don't. To me, it's so subjective. I just don't get it. But that's just me. I could be wrong. I'm wrong about a lot of things.
Yeah. Okay, so let's recap very quickly, because then we're going to get into the next hunts and what we have in store. Somebody came in and said, I didn't get. Let me give you the Reader's Digest version. The treasure chest has been found, retrieved, gone. The hunt is over. However you want to frame that in your mind. It was a man who found it. Forrest did not know the person from back east. I think that means East Coast. Some people don't. He is shy. He doesn't want his name affiliated with the find. He doesn't want his name out, is how Forrest said it. He found it a few days ago. He emailed Forrest. Forrest asked him to send pictures. He sent the pictures. Forrest put out an email to several in the community, got it up on Thor, did a 4-hour marathon. Many people are out there right now. And Forrest is half glad and half sad about it. Forrest has said to me and to others, he just needs a little bit more time. I think he got the information out quickly for our own safety and our own finances, but that does not mean that he can get everything out, because it's up to the finder. And he has said a lot of that. Since he didn't know the finder, I think he is working through this as quickly as he can, and I think we should give him that respect. How much is Chaseopoly? $29.99. Email chaseopoly@gmail.com.
People that said you should have increased the price, not decreased, but
no,
we're trying to get it out to people. The whole reason to make the game was for searchers to have something to do in the off season, but now you have a memento, a souvenir, something you can share with your family about this crazy treasure hunt we were all part of. So we decreased the price. That's about as low as we're going to go, $29.99 plus shipping. Email chaseopoly@gmail.com if you're interested. And we're going to randomly put some coins to people. For every 10 that sell in the next 7 days, we'll put in a numbered coin. And that's something we're doing for the community to give back.
Yeah, and we could, just like with the maps, we could, but we don't want to. I mean, that's not, but we are super limited. That's why we can't give one away with every one coin away and all of that.
There's not many left. There were 1,000 and then 50, and there's not many left at all that I have. They're out there in the community, but
And then the other thing is, if you want, we're doing a tribute to Forrest, 10 to 15 seconds. Video email to Mike. It will be public for everyone to see, so don't put your face if you don't want your face. Don't put your location, don't put whatever, but email Cowlazars@gmail.com. So yes, it will be public. Don't be a playa hater. That's what someone says in the chat. I love it. We can't hear you. What? You can hear me, can't you
Yeah,
guys?
I can hear you.
Okay, I've been going mute on and off because Mike and I actually echo off each other. Okay, so that is it. Okay, put at Kpro because we're going to be moving into the last portion because in our last 5 minutes, we're holding this now to 1 hour because we're going to do the small hits of content. And so we're in our last 5 minutes. We want to hear from you on which treasure hunt you're working on. The ones that we already have some people wanting us to focus on, Mike already had a channel that was based on a lot of the different hunts. I've always focused mostly on Forrest Fenn. So I think I'm a little bit more lost on, I don't want to just dabble into something. I deep dive into something. So we have already been asked, and some of the people that are organizing and a part of some of these treasure hunts are asking us if we will be more of an integral part, kind of like we were for Forrest Fenn, do some consistent things to get more people involved in their hunts. We are considering that, but it's really up to you guys. So I'm excited to see what's next for Thor and Cowlazars. Thank you, Madison. That was super chat. So thank you.
Thank you, Madison. We got some good stuff coming up for sure.
Yeah, and somebody did email me, isn't it a coincidence that Mike from Detroit moved into a home with a pool in the last week? Guys, Mike did not find it. I want you to know. So anyway, I just think that's funny. Okay.
If I found it, I would tell you guys. I can't be anonymous. I feel like I can't. So I did not find it. And I do not know who found it, but I did in fact get a new house.
Yes. Okay. So there is several hunts that we've already been asked about. The Secret, the Beacon Star. There's a new hunt. We can't name it yet because it's going to be press released out, but a new hunt. And then the Lost Dutchman. Those are the 4 that we have already. Yeah, Cowlazars treasures finding Kpro.
That is correct. That is more true than you will ever know. So, and I'll be making a video of my own. I think I'll do one of the old school vlogs just to try and wrap it up as far as the end of the Thrill of the Chase. But that'll be down the road a little ways.
Yeah, so if you'll email me at kpro3@aol.com, email me with your ideas other than the Secret, Beacon Star, this new hunt, and then the Lost Dutchman. If you have one that you would really like for us to focus on, we're probably going to dabble in a few would be my guess, but then the way that I work is again, deep dive. I will say I really, okay, I'm going to add Fandango.
Yeah, and we want to hear from you guys. What treasure hunts do you think we should go into? There might be a treasure hunt we haven't heard about. I hear there's this owl over in France. I hear, there's a lot of different treasure hunts. Beacon Star is a big one that I like because it's just a short plane ride for me. And $5,000 is $5,000. That's nothing to sneeze at. But email me, cowlazars@gmail.com or Kpro3@aol.com, and let us know what shows you would like to see on which treasure hunts. Maybe you have an idea for a treasure hunt, a brand new treasure hunt. I know me and Kpro have some ideas. The H. Charles Beale hunts, exactly. The Gallo Harbors that are coming up. But email us. That way it's in an email and we can compile a list and we can start planning on what shows we're going to do in the future. The Secret, 3 of the casks have been found and all that stuff. So treasure hunting does not end because the big Forrest Fenn roller coaster was shut down in the treasure hunting amusement park, everybody. There's other rides that are open and there are new rides under construction.
Ooh, St. Paul Winter Carnival is $10,000. St. Paul Winter. Oh, St. Paul in the winter, though. My God, $10,000 might not be enough to get layers and layers of clothes. Okay, but here's the other one. Anyone in? So we have had some reach out and some brought this up in chat. What if we did something like a GoFundMe or a Kickstarter? Put all of that, and that becomes the prize pool for a hunt for the future. I love that idea. So we would all contribute whatever we have. Maybe it's $5, maybe it's nothing, maybe it's $100. Once it hits a certain amount, let's say $5,000, $10,000, whatever, we actually do a treasure hunt with it. We would like to get some of others involved in this and just idea sharing on that. If you're interested in like our own hunt, like Searcher's Hunt, I don't know what we call it, but
Grand
Mike,
Adventure.
the Grand Adventure. You already know about this. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
that's what Jana works on. We didn't realize it was 10 grand. I thought it was less. But yeah, that's that medallion hunt they work on.
Okay.
So yeah, we already know about that.
Okay.
But yeah, we're gonna have a Zoom. Go ahead, Kpro.
So we're gonna have a Zoom, and anybody that's interested in kind of being a part of just idea sharing of what this would look like, is there a certain percentage that comes out? I would say no. Like anybody who contributes, and we can track the GoFundMe or Kickstarter or whatever.
The private Zoom. It will not be on YouTube. This is to kick ideas around, everybody.
Okay. So I'm sorry, it's going so fast and I see a couple of things. Are you deleting?
And he's gone. Yeah, he's gone.
Okay. Okay, cool.
It's funny how people that don't like us still watch and still comment. It's weird. Anyway, thumbs up the video, guys. So yeah, we were thinking of maybe, like Kpro said, we were thinking of maybe a GoFundMe or a Kickstarter, and that money would be used to fund the next treasure hunt. We'd like to kick around ideas related to that, so we're going to have an open Zoom for anybody that has ideas. We want you to contribute, but think about it. What could the next treasure hunt be to keep the thrill of the chase going for us, for the next generation, so that
Right.
keeps going.
Well,
We'll
and
pick a date for that, and we'll send the invite out.
yeah, but probably in the next week we're going to do the Zoom. Carrie asked a good question. How can the hider be trusted? They'd leak the information to friends and they would find it. We would have to figure that out. That's the piece that I think is important. Two can keep a secret of one of the, it'd have to be very limited on the solve portion, but we're looking for ideas at this point.
And we'll give for all that. Those are the things we want to talk about with people that are interested, for sure. Appellations this time. And could it be virtual? Could it be a true armchair where you don't have to go look for it? You solve it from home. Could it be both, a boots on the ground and a virtual for those who can't go look? Those are the questions we want to talk about, everybody.
Oh, and let me be clear, because Jason Eunice says, I like the concept, but you can't do a board meeting treasure hunt. Two can keep a secret if one of them's dead. The only thing we're doing is brainstorming the structure. Yeah. I absolutely agree that there could only be one person. Can you? Yeah. There can only be one person that actually, no, I knew you weren't, Carrie. Okay, so let me restart here. I don't think Carrie was being insulting. I think Carrie was being informative of the two. You can't, that's absolutely the problem. I already know, gosh, more than most people. People could record stuff. People could put stuff out. Yeah, no, so maybe 10 of us are in a Zoom and we agree one person needs to do it. I think the most trustworthy is Mike, but for obvious reasons, that might be an issue with someone.
Then I can't participate, but I volunteer. But yeah, I think what we should do is put together a committee to come up with ideas, and then from there we'll go into logistics. But I would volunteer to be the person to hide it, to kind of help do the clues, and I would be the only one. Kpro would not know.
Well, and I wouldn't participate. I wouldn't win anyway. But anyway, we would have to talk through. Yeah. But how much do we wait till it gets to 1,000, 5,000, 10,000?
$25,000. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Wouldn't that be awesome?
But again, if people would have to donate, we would see who would want to contribute to that, and then how do you do that, and that kind of stuff.
And Jason just talked about donating artwork, and would there be a proxy, and it could be those are exactly the topics that, because I strongly believe in a proxy. That's just me.
Do all kinds of prizes. People could donate prizes instead of money. I mean, think about it. There's so many options. It's just a way to continue this forward. But for anybody that doesn't like the idea,
don't be a player hate.
Yeah, you don't have to participate. There's not gonna have Fenn rehide Candy. I'm so glad you're getting your humor back. I wonder what Scott Conway's thinking. I've corresponded with Scott since yesterday, and so I think everybody's just taking this differently. Kpro's, oh gosh, here comes the.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah,
kind of funny, a little bit. Don't be a player hater.
Well, it's going to get worse. So we'll let the first one. I don't know if we'll let the first
thick skins, everybody. You ain't going to get to us. You're not going to stop us from doing what we do, because we're going to keep on.
How do you like that? Yeah.
And we also know that positivity always triumphs over negativity.
Yeah, well, and you know what? I think let me talk to this just briefly. Everybody's taking this differently. Some people, their way to vent is to be very sad about this. Some have a few beers. Some is really, really excited. Some is to really focus on hate, and that helps them get through the day. If that helps you, that's okay. I'm just not going to be a punching bag. But if it helps you and you need to poke, I mean, maybe it's poking a little fun. Maybe it's a little bit more serious. I will say I've only gotten a couple of hate mails of Forrest called it off because of you and Mike and Chaseopoly. Oh my goodness.
What?
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I should do just a video on all the crazy, stupid stuff, but I won't. Have everyone submit their best solution and we should go hide it there. Oh, that's an interesting one. Indy's super creative.
Oh, you mean the solution to the Forrest Fenn one? That's where. Oh, that's kind of interesting. There's a lot of again. That's why we want to do the Zoom, guys, to get everybody's ideas. And we'll pick the best one for sure.
Christine, I hope Cynthia knows. I can tell you, Cynthia, in my opinion, Cynthia knows not any more than the rest of us. She got the email that the rest of us got yesterday. Oh, and on and on. Sad. Yeah, yeah. So, okay.
Here's the other thing real quick, because I've already had 2 people say, I want to Chaseopoly and the Too Far to Walk wall map. I only have 4 left, guys. There's only 4 wall maps left. You can buy them from Benchmark Maps, but they're for $139 on eBay from Benchmark. Me and Kpro are selling them for $75 plus $10 shipping and handling. I had 2 or 3 left. I know we owe Lisa 1, and I think I have 4 left. 2 people have said, I want the game and the map. I'm just letting you know. I don't want us to run out, and then you're like, oh, you didn't tell us. So there's 2 maps left. It's the first come, first served to chaseopoly@gmail.com. If you just want the map or you want a game and a map, just email me first. And the order of the emails is who gets what. That's all I can tell you. And if you just want to buy a coin, if you don't want to wait to try and do the drawing or whatever for Chaseopoly, email me and we'll let you know what me and Kpro.
I was going to say, don't go too far, right?
I mean, yet. We'll talk about it. But at least you're in the list saying, I want to buy a coin. I want to buy this. Because when all this stuff's gone, that's it. There will be no more for the thrill of the chase. Now, for our new treasure hunt we're going to do, there's all kinds of ideas I have for that, but we'll get to that down the road.
Okay, lots of discussion about who the 200-footer. Oh, Kpro beer. I know. I do have a sense of humor. And as long as you send me a 6-pack of Bud Light, I'm fine, my friend. Or maybe
Mr.
friend.
Bertram says, Kpro, what email are we sending the solve to? Are you taking solves from people? Like if we were to use one for this treasure hunt, but just in general.
Oh, no, we haven't even. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
so let me talk to that.
Anything.
So if you want to send me your solve, just so it's kind of on, several people are saying, I want it on record. I give you this beforehand. So because I'm one of the 200 footers and lots of people are asking for the 200 footers, that would go to kpro3@aol.com. I've also opened a thread on Thor. If you're on Thor and you want to put your stuff up there, a lot of people are just saying, I was near such and such Colorado or whatever. You can send that. I'm not going to go through a lot of those and all that. It's just more, if you want proof for the community, because let's say it comes out next week that it is Ojo Caliente and you want everyone to know, I'll go back in my email and say, before the solve was out, Richard sent me an email and this email said this, and he was within 100 feet of it or 200 feet of it or whatever. So that, so kpro3@aol.com. I like Indy's idea on the treasure hunt, but we need to do that via a group of us, because if these ideas are already coming up, can you imagine what the ideas will be coming up? I mean, it's going to be awesome. So count me in for the.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Rooster Cogburn just says, Cowlazars, please make sure you hide the treasure in Las Vegas. All I'll say about Las Vegas is stay tuned. Stay tuned to the
stay tuned.
That is even more important now. And we got an email from somebody this morning, Kpro. So stay tuned as far as Las Vegas and treasure hunts, everybody.
Yeah, that was the one I was referring to earlier, but okay.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Okay, so last thing, don't forget to go to this video right after it's off and put your search state, because there's coins, limited coins, guys, limited. We're Mike and I are each keeping one for the kids, one for ourselves. Other than that, we're going to just blow them out. And
we have 10 emails for Chaseopoly, so that's 1 coin going in right there.
Yeah, so Holly, you did miss some details on the finder, but just go back to the beginning portion of this. We're limiting in this to an hour, so we're only on our last few minutes.
Captain Marvel, the chasing for Shipopoly, the shipping for Chaseopoly is either
don't guess.
Or no, it depends on where you are in the country. It's either $15 or $20. From where I ship it in Las Vegas, if you are, let's say, on the western half of the U.S., it's $15 because I put it in a box and I ship it to you, and that's what it costs. If you are on the east side of the U.S., like where the searcher was from, the finder was from, if you're on the east side of the U.S., it's $20 because the post office has a game box, which is a flat rate of $19.99. If I was to ship it without the flat rate, it would be more than $19.99. So shipping, just so everybody knows, is $15 or $20. I will let you know when you email me the address. It's just that simple. And the shipping for the map is a flat $10 because I have a map tube. I put it in, and that's what's up. So there it is.
Okay. So Cowlazars, how much is a room average at the Aria? Is the Aria even open?
I don't know if Aria is one that opened. Right now, rooms are going for $15 to $30, like at Caesars, because they want people to come back. I don't know about Aria, but they're cheap. In other words, rooms are really cheap. And also, did you hear Kpro? The day that the next morning the casinos open, somebody hit the progressive on Let It Ride for
Yep,
$650,000.
600.
I
Yep.
think they got a royal flush.
Yep.
Echo Fide says, "Oh, you're from Vegas. Have you met the Empress?" I don't know what that means, so no, I have not met the Empress. I don't, but and then Jeremy Parnell said something about a tag. I don't know what that is, Jeremy. So email me. He had an idea for a treasure hunt about everybody hiding tags. I don't know what that tag is. So email me. Let me know. I'm interested in what that meant.
And House Husband is in the room. You can confirm, Cotter. I already said that you didn't find it, but you can say that or not. I just had finished this video right before Dow's. Enjoy YouTube memories of Forrest Fenn and the thrill of the chase. Okay, so it looks like Gedelkin has a new YouTube show, or not show, but a video up. So make sure to go and watch that. How about doing a show on things people found in the book and others never revealed for Forrest Fenn's life that people have discovered? That would be interesting. So yeah, we need to figure out. So we're going to be really still focused on Forrest Fenn for the rest of this, and that's what I think everybody is really wanting closure on. But just know what is it? This is next step. Next step.
Super chat from Mel. Thank you for that super chat with a sticky. What do you call those? Sticky chat? I can't remember what those are called, but there's little emotes.
Stickers.
Yeah, stickers. That's right. Super stickers. Thank you, Mel. We do appreciate it. So yeah, lots of plans, lots of ideas for the future. Of course, we will let you know. We will go live whenever there's an update on the Forrest Fenn thing. But we are going live tomorrow, Monday, on this Hint of Riches channel. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you thumbs up. And we are going to open up the phone lines tomorrow night so you guys can call in and tell us how the thrill of the chase was for you. And yeah, and we'll be going live on Thursdays on the Cowlazars channel. So anything else, Kpro? We need to go?
No, I probably have another 40 emails right now just from in here about different things. I'm going to get to them as quickly as I can, but one of them says I have to have you contact me as quickly as possible. I'm going to try, but just know that doesn't mean I'm going to be able to get to you, especially if you know where, if you're the person of the chest finder. Yes, of course, but I have several of those right now. So oh, thank you, Sam saying how much he loves us. So we love you guys. We're still a family. It's just it's like high school's over and now we're going to college, so it's just gonna be a different time of our life.
We all graduated and now we're going to college. I like it.
I didn't say we all graduated. Did I say that?
Hang on. One person graduated top of their class.
Oh, what?
Yeah. All right. And the guys, the maps are gone. I can just tell by the number of emails. I have to do it by the order they came in. So if I email you back and say the map's gone, sorry, it's because I sold them all. I'm not getting any back. I have mine, and that's it.
And there are more. They're more expensive, and they're on Benchmark.
You can still get one from Benchmark Maps. They just are more expensive than what we're selling them for. Exact same map. And I'll just put it out there that Copper Dan will make an awesome frame for you. You would have to contact him, but yeah, I was going to show you, but let me get it up on the wall and I'll show you in another video. The map really looks nice framed, and Copper Dan does a good job. And I have coin embedded in the frame.
And I will say, Mike, now that he has moved, he had boxes and boxes of treasure hunting books and all the different treasure, like people sent him kits when they were doing the kit stuff. We still have the boots on the ground clothing, actual pack. This is just all of that stuff. There's no way we're getting rid of it. I mean, all the Copper Dan stuff, all of that. We have to keep. And no, Kpro's beer, not rest in peace, Kpro Cal LLC. This is now, we're kicking it into gear. We're going the other way. So we're excited. We're excited about what this should be next. And I think there's so many of you.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's all we have for tonight. Email me if you have my text me, Facebook Messenger me, hit me up on Thor. I'm going to try to get through this, through that stuff as soon as possible. We probably will not go on live again today. So comment with the search state once this is closed. Email me if you want to be a part of the Zoom, or the 15-second videos are going to Mike.
Evan with the super chat of 666, the devil. Thank you, Forrest Fenn. Much love to all. Or that could be the 369. I know a lot of people thought 369 had something to do with the solution. We hope we find out.
Never
know.
Now it's
Racing indies, keep with your channel. There's other things to discuss. There's always something to discuss.
okay. Well, now you guys, you can attack me. You can't attack Candy. Bye bye, sugar pie.
Oh, and you're
Aw,
gone.
aw, and you're gone. Aw. So no attacking Indy. She's good people. No, chasing it isn't dead. It's the opposite. It's gonna take off. That girl knows how to market better than anyone I've ever seen. Okay, so that's all we have. So there's the information we have. I believe, because I already have a few emails, there's going to be even more information out very quickly. So if we do day by day, some people have been saying this is what they like. They heard that it was in Colorado, found in Colorado. I'm going to want citations. I'm going to want links. Not I heard it from someone who heard it from someone. But we're going to make sure information's out. So please send it. Yeah, there you have it.
Jim Johnson, that case of bourbon is still up for grabs. Jim Johnson says, I think I need it. But you've got to go to the Breakfast Tea and Bourbon website and just submit your answer. It's a riddle. We don't know what the answer is. It's been going on for 2 years now. But yeah, that is one of the treasure hunts, little fun things that are still out there to work on.
Well, and Faith,
Thank you.
we are going to have an announcement this week on where we're going to focus the hunts that we're going to be a part of and the new hunts. So I know of one that's going to be big in Vegas. I can tell you because it was already in work, and it had been eclipsed by Forrest Fenn before. I don't think it will be. H's is coming on. So we may come on after this later or some other time, but I want to do one content related show, not over an hour. We're already at an hour and 15 minutes. So we may come back on, but some of the other tubers give a community to be able to chat and discuss. We already saw 2 new press releases out this morning. I believe when it hits the media, there's going to be some really key things coming out tomorrow. And then we have the show tomorrow night.
Okay, remember everybody, when this video is processed and up, you have 24 hours to put your search state in the chat. Not in the chat. Make it a comment below the video. Not this chat. The comment below. And don't, somebody just emailed me, Montana. Can't email me. You got to put it in the chat. In the comments, not the chat. And then you have 24 hours till 2 p.m. tomorrow Pacific time. And then whichever state is right, we will randomly send that person a numbered coin. And next weekend, next Monday, we'll let everybody know how the Chaseopolis went and the numbered coins and stuff like that. So you guys just subscribe to the channel, thumbs up, and we will give you all the detail on these fun things we got coming up for sure. And I just want to thank Kpro, because none of this would have been happening without her over the years. So
that's not true. You were there when hip hop was invented. You were one of the
invented though. Yeah. And of course, thank you to Forrest Fenn. Thank you for the thrill of the chase. It's changed my life in a much positive way. And yeah, there is to be said for today. We will see you guys tomorrow night, same channel, 6 p.m. We're going to open the phone lines and see what you guys think.
Well, and guys, don't assume that I have all the information. If you see a press release and it's not on Grand Adventure or Thor, shoot it to me. I'm trying to get information out. We all want it. We all want to know it. Oh my gosh. Haters gonna hate. Shake it off. You guys are silly. It's just one person again and again, and I know who you are, and I feel sorry for you, you stinker. Anyway, there you go. There you have it. There it is.
Okay, everybody. We will see you tomorrow.
Bye.